So this delicious tortiglioni pasta really does not taste anything like you would expect. This is an incredible twist on sausage and peppers. You're gonna love it. So let me show you how to make it right now. So the first job for this one, we're going to prepare a pepper and mascarpone sauce. Really delicious, has a nice smoky, roasty flavor. Let's do it. We want a roasting tray and we want a couple of peppers. So leave the peppers whole, pop them in the roasting tray. I like to just give them a little dash of oil. Just make sure they're coated in the oil. This will just help them cook. There we go. So first step, under the grill to blacken off that skin. Right, so we've got the grill on, we've got the heat up high, keeping the door shut to retain the heat in the oven. Let's get the peppers in. Perfect, so the peppers are in under the grill. The first stage in the process, we're gonna basically just blister and blacken off that skin. There we go, just keep checking them. Every few minutes, we're getting a little bit of blackening. You can tell they're softening up, but we have a little bit further to go. So the peppers have been in for a good 10 minutes now. And as you can see, we're getting a nice blistering to the skins. They're getting really nice and soft. I'm gonna say another 5 to 10 minutes. There we go, so they've really blackened up beautifully on all sides. That is what we are looking for. So at this point now, get them back in, turn the grill off, turn on the oven, get the heat to about 170, and we're just gonna let the peppers tick over for another 5 to 10 minutes or so. We just wanna get them a little bit softer, bring out a bit more of that sweetness, and they'll continue to blister and blacken just a little bit more, and then we are good to go. They are perfect. Let's do it. So there we have our delicious blackened and blistered red peppers. What we're gonna do now is pop the peppers into a bowl. So there we go, roasted peppers in a bowl. And what we're going to do is cover them in cling film. Perfect, so there we go. Peppers are in the bowl, covered in cling film. They're gonna essentially steam now for about half an hour or so. They're gonna cool down a touch, and also the skin will kind of come away from the flesh, and we'll be able to prepare these for the sauce much, much easier. So while the peppers are steaming in the bowl, we're gonna prepare the broccoli, the sausage, and our garlic. And then we can make the pepper sauce. First up, we have some really good quality butcher's sausages. There we go, and we're going to use a couple of sausages of a good size, basically for 1 to 2 portions of this pasta. We want a knife, and we're going to very simply remove the skins from the sausage. That's all the prep we need to do. So take a bowl, and all we need to do is slice down the sausage, and then we just want to peel away the skins. If they're good quality sausages, they should come off really easily. There we go, so that's one. These sausages smell incredible. Old English sausage from a great butcher's here in Devon. So there we go, sausage meat ready to go. Perfect, there we have it. Our sausage meat prepped, ready for the pan. So let's crack on with the broccoli. So next, our broccoli, and for this dish we're just looking for the heads, the florets. So remove the stalk. You can use this for loads of different things, so don't throw it away, keep that. And basically for one floret of that kind of size, we're going to cut it into quarters, and we're going to do the same with this whole head of broccoli. So down through the middle and then into quarters, and we're going to do the same with this whole head of broccoli. And for this dish, for 2 servings, I've obviously gone with 2 sausages, as you know. And for the broccoli, roughly speaking, we probably want about 2/3 of this sized head of broccoli. Right, there we go. So broccoli into a bowl, and then we're going to make our pepper sauce. Oh, actually, I'll tell a lie. We're going to prepare the garlic, and then we're going to make our pepper sauce. So there we go. Broccoli prepped into these perfect little bite-sized pieces. Next, our garlic. Perfect. For this dish, for a couple of servings, I typically go with 3 cloves of garlic. 3 decent-sized cloves of garlic, that is. So there we go. 1, 2, 3 cloves of our garlic. And what we're going to do is remove the garlic from the skins, obviously. And for this recipe, I mean, you can literally prepare the garlic however you want. Slice it, dice it. You can even use a microplane to grate it up. Literally whatever you want to do is fine. For me, today, I'm going to dice. Chop your way through the garlic. I want a little bit of texture. Nice, sort of roughly diced. It's really not fine at all. Very rustic, very rough, but for this recipe, that is exactly what we want. Rustic, rough and ready. So pop your garlic into the bowl. We're going to pop this to one side and then we're ready to make our pepper and mascarpone sauce. So there we have them, our peppers. They've been steaming away there for about half an hour. We've obviously got our sausage, broccoli, everything else ready to cook. So this is the last little step before we can crack on. Let's do it. Get rid of that cling film, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave that cling film to one side because we can well, you'll see in a second. So just pop that there. So good. Sweet, smoky, delicious fragrance. We need a knife, and this is a very simple little job. What we want to do is take the pepper. The way I'll do it is lay it on the board, gently cut down one side, basically. So the first thing is we can open it out. So as you can see, we've kind of opened up the pepper, butterflied it almost. And what we're going to do is firstly pull away that core, stick that on the cling film, and then we're going to want to get rid of all the other seeds before we get rid of that blistered skin. So very simple. Using the back of the knife, just basically scrape it. Make sure you get all those seeds out of there. They're not really going to do any harm, but typically pepper seeds are bitter, so we just want to get rid of them. So that is one pepper de-seeded. What we're going to do now is turn it over, and from there we just want to remove the vast majority of all of this blistered, charred skin. Because of the steaming, it should come away relatively easy. Doesn't matter if you don't get all of it off, but the majority you want to get rid of. So the way that I typically do this is just using the knife and my fingers, just basically nip away at it and just peel that away. So there we go. As you can see, we've removed pretty much all of that skin. That is good to go. Stick that back in the bowl, and then we're going to do the same with the second of our 2 peppers. So same again. And that there is the second of our 2 peppers prepped in the bowl and ready to be made into a really delicious pepper and mascarpone sauce. So we want a blender, and to the blender we want to start with our pepper. So get the pepper in along with any juice. There won't be much, but get that in there. You can keep the bowl for the finished sauce. And to the pepper we want to add a little dash of mascarpone. So for 2 average sized bell peppers, we want roughly a decent tablespoon of mascarpone. And also, just to help it along, a little glug of extra virgin olive oil. Also, we want to season the sauce. So get in there with a good pinch of salt and some black pepper. And we're going to blitz this up till it's really nice and smooth. So lid on and let's blend. So there we go, it's as simple as that, and there we have a really delicious creamy pepper and mascarpone sauce. So sauce into the bowl, and finally guys, we are ready to cook this absolutely delicious pasta. Let's go. We want a frying pan on the hob. Heat on a good strong medium, and we just want to add a little dash of olive oil. Just give that a moment, get a little bit of heat into the oil, and then the first thing to go in is our sausage meat. As soon as that sausage hits the pan, just start to break it up a little bit while you caramelize and cook it off. We almost want this like kind of sausagey mincemeat, but not entirely, you know, completely ground up. We do want a few little sort of nuggets in there almost, if you will. And then we just want to give that a few minutes to beautifully caramelize and cook through the sausage. Some nice browning. That is all going to be incredible flavour. There we go. I'm going to give that another minute. Then we're going to get that out and we're going to get the broccoli in. That sausage is basically done. As you can see, it's all cooked through and we've got some really nice browning and colour on the sausage. That is going to be absolutely delicious. So let's get that sausage out of the pan. Try and get all of it out as well. We don't want any little bits left in there that are going to burn and go bitter or anything. So every last bit of sausage, leave all the fat in the pan. So there it is, some beautifully caramelized sausage. That can literally just sit there for a few moments. Nice fatty pan, and we're gonna go in with our broccoli. Just a little dash more olive oil. Season the sausage, but we are going to give our broccoli a little seasoning there. Salt and a few twists of freshly ground black pepper. And with the broccoli, we're essentially looking to do the same as with our sausage. We just want to cook that off for a few moments, get a little bit of colour on there, nothing drastic, but we do want to get a bit of caramelisation, which is going to give us some incredible flavour. So you want the heat high enough to remove some of the water and get a little bit of a browning on the broccoli. A little dash more oil. That will not only help to cook off the broccoli at this point, it will also give our sauce a bit of glossiness and help with the emulsification at the end. So this is almost ready for the garlic and the chili flakes. So I'm just going to give it another couple of quick ticks. Before the garlic goes in and the chili flake, that heat is going to go down a tiny little touch. We do not want burnt garlic, not at all. We are ready for the garlic, so get that in there. Also a little pinch of chili flakes. Use as much or as little as you like, depending on your tolerance to heat. I'm quite happy for this one to have a bit of a kick. Really want the garlic in there for a couple of minutes. So at this point in time, we've still got some crunch to our broccoli. The garlic has now picked up a little bit of colour and has sweated off a touch. That's been in there for about 3 minutes. So what we're going to do is chuck back in our sausage with that little stir. There we go. Wine in. And you want to reduce that down until it is a nice, thick, sticky syrup. So burn off the alcohol and reduce it down. And then this pan is going to one side while we cook our pasta, and then everything will come together perfectly at the end. There we go, pretty much there. As you can see, basically no more liquid in there, just a touch. So 1 more minute, that alcohol was all gone. So turn that heat down now, and we're going to cook the pasta. So this pan at this point can go to one side. There we go. And we want a saucepan. Turn that heat up, fill the pan with boiling water. You can stick the lid back on just to get this back up to a boil. Today we're using tortiglioni pasta, which is very similar to rigatoni or penne, kind of in between. It's kind of big, thick pennes with quite a big hole through the middle, so that works really well for this sauce. You get sauce down the middle of the pasta along with little nuggets of broccoli and sausage, so this is the one. And we're going to cook this for 2 minutes less than the cooking time on the packet here. So it is just shy of al dente because the sauce is going to take a couple of minutes to emulsify, reduce, thicken, so we don't want the pasta being overcooked. Looks like the water's pretty much up to a boil, so we're going to push on and get this pasta cooked because I'm getting very, very hungry. So there we go, pasta water is back up to a good boil, and we're going to want roughly 250-ish grams for 2 portions of this pasta and for the amount of sauce that we have. So once that's in, give it a little stir. And again, we're going to cook it for 2 minutes less than the cooking time on the packet. That's obviously up to a boil now. So 7-8 minutes, we're going to be good to go. One thing you want to get ready, because this is going to move along quite quickly once that pasta's cooked. Have a mug ready to go to one side because we're going to want that pasta water to go into that pasta. That pasta is well on its way. Been in there for about 4 or 5 minutes. And we obviously want it to be just shy of al dente because it's literally going to be cooking in that sauce for a couple of minutes, so we do not want overcooked pasta. And as you can see, all of that white foam building up, that is the starch, and we want a nice starchy pasta water to finish this off. Let's get a mug's worth of that pasta water out. There we go, that should do us. Let's give it a try. So the pasta is perfectly cooked. Heat, turn that down, and we're going to drain this off. So drain the pasta. The pasta now goes into the pan with the sausage and broccoli. Perfect. Give that a stir. And the first thing, I like to add a splash of pasta water. There we go. And we want to almost build up this sauce. So we got some pasta water, 3 tablespoons of our pepper sauce to begin with. Give that a good mixing up. We don't want this super saucy, but make sure we've got a good coating on the pasta, and then we can adjust as we go. More pasta water and a touch more pepper sauce. Let's get in there with 3 more tablespoons. That pasta water and the pepper sauce is beautifully thickening up now, coating that pasta. Like I said, we don't want it super saucy. A few more moments to let that emulsify. and then we're going to finish it off. A little dash more pasta water. That is beautifully thickening now. That is just what we want. Absolutely delicious. There we go, that heat can go down now. The sauce is thickened to the consistency we want, but the final finishing touch, we want the zest of a lemon. Do not zest in the pith, so do take a bit of care. Perfect. Also a little squeeze of some lemon juice. There we go, just to give it a bit of citrus, a bit of acid. That will really lift this pasta. And that, guys, that is our beautiful sausage, pepper and broccoli tortiglioni. So heat off and let's plate. We want a plate, of course. Pasta on the plate. Be generous. There's only one way to finish this one off, and that is by tearing over some lovely fragrant fresh basil. The basil just gives this an incredible lift, a beautiful fragrance. Also for this one, I like to give it a good drizzle with some extra virgin olive oil. That gives it a beautiful silkiness. And then obviously we need to get on there with a nice grating of some Parmesan cheese. Use a really good quality Parmigiano Reggiano. Pecorino works, but today we're going Parmesan. So there we have it. I am so hungry, guys. Let's lose the garnish, and I am gonna get stuck into this delicious, unctuous pasta. Sausage, peppers, broccoli, mascarpone, lemon. Oh, it is incredible. So let's give it a try. The first thing, spicy sausage. A delicious hit of lemon, beautiful and creamy, smokiness from the peppers. Oh yeah, that is so good. That is so yum. Everything just works together so well. That is so delicious. Really doesn't taste how you would expect. Really interesting. Something a little bit different. And so with that said, I'm gonna polish this thing off. Like and subscribe. Find the recipe on my website, thewckcountryKitchen.com. Link in the description below. Sign up to my weekly newsletter. I'll send you all the recipes direct into your email inbox. And guys, I'll see you in the next one. Take care.